Could we please return to using jump gates?
Jump gates? Where we're going, we don't need jump gates. I'm about to approach the signal again. You ready?
That depends on the efficiency of the Bovis software.
True. Let's hope for the best.
I have determined the origin of the signal. I marked it on your ha-ha-ha-ha.
Scrap. No. Jump drives are breaking down too. This is worse than last time. Freaking signal. I need to shoot the emitter down. Before I can deal with them. Jump drive. That guy I helped earlier better have the maintenance dock running again. Otherwise, I'm screwed.
You have returned.
And you're still here? Scrap, you didn't get the maintenance unit to work.
Not so loud. Of course I did. I repaired it, and it repaired me.
Oh, thanks, Soul. Because I could really use some patching up right now. Let's see. Restart AI module. There it is! You shouldn't linger here. Something has started turning wrecks into zombie bots around this place. I took care of most of them, but there still might be some around.
I would prefer to stay a little longer. The silence is a blessing.
Well, suit yourself. I'll be out of here the moment my AI reboots.
May I ask who you are speaking with?
And he's back. I'm talking to the pilot I helped earlier. He's still here.
What pilot? The vessel you are addressing shows no vital signs. Whoever is in there has been long dead.
What? Hey man, who are you?
Please, stop shouting.
I recommend gaining as much distance as you can, now.
Why couldn't you just shut up? I had hoped to stay like this forever.
Okay, what's going on here?
Whatever is piloting the vessel is not a physical entity. Possibly some kind of artificial intelligence or a parasitic network. While docking here, it has overtaken the station's defenses and nearby wrecks.
Are you kidding me?
If you won't allow me my tranquility, I will have to restore it by force.
So after zombie ships, it's a zombie station. Great. Did I get them all?
Yes, but the pilot, as you called it, managed to escape.
Are you saying that a malicious parasite taking over dead ships and stations is now freely roaming the beltergrades?
Indeed, thanks to you. The jamming signal we encountered earlier was likely put there to prevent the entity from ever leaving this place.
Scrap.
I dislike saying this, but I recommend returning to Fallon Pango. Viruses and malware are his field, after all. imaginary pendulum of chance, I take it.
Tango from downloading our logs this time?
I want to be very careful with the information he receives on the Parasite. Who knows what he might do with it?
A wise choice. I am now aware of his techniques and will attempt to prevent all data breaches.
Good.
Wonderful. You're back in one piece. Let me check the data you've gathered.
Not so fast. First, we need to talk.
I thought we were clear on the terms of our agreement. You get my software, and in return, I get to assess its performance.
Your software performed like scrap. When I reached the signal, my systems crashed worse than ever, so I don't owe you a thing.
There was always a chance that it wouldn't work. It would have been rather silly to guarantee you protection from something you only gave me vague clues about. Had I known, for example, that you were planning to scavenge the Nordborg, I would have equipped you with something more robust, no questions asked.
How do you... Ah, scrap, you had my old logs all along.
Indeed, but sadly, I was only able to assess them after you had already left. Had you been more open towards me, I could have warned you earlier. Wouldn't you agree?
I can see where this is going. I won't show you my logs. Not until you tell me what else you already know.
Well, of course. It's not as if I had something to hide from you, Adam. Let us start with the jamming signal itself, which is, to be honest, the least interesting part of the story. From your previous logs, I gathered that it was specifically designed to indiscriminately jam everything that runs on power. There is no nuance or finesse to it. A setup like that is commonly known as an oscillator cage. Building one is child's play, at least for me.
Of course it is.
Just like with every cage, it is not the cage itself that is the most fascinating aspect about it, but the thing that it is holding. So I dug deeper, and this is what I found. During the war, your people poured an obscene amount of resources into virus technology that would enable the colonial fleet to take over our enemy craft. Since Okar technology was new to the colonials, they had to develop a program to assess the workings of any alien ship, then exploit its weaknesses. Something that was able to learn and adapt at unprecedented speed. There are classified reports of one such experiment that went awry while its carrier ship was on its way to the Okar homeworlds.
The CEV Nordborg.
The Parasite turned against its own vessel. In order to stop it, the Colonials had to quickly set up an oscillator cage to ground it for good. If a parasite like this still exists in the DMZ, it will cause much trouble, even for me. That is why I'm so eager to learn whether it is simply a rumor, or something we need to seriously worry about.
Oh, you can definitely start worrying about it, all right. Because the damn thing got away.
So you did encounter it. But then how did you manage to withstand its influence?
Frankly, I have no idea.
You really ought to show me your logs, Adam. It may be the only way for me to develop a countermeasure.
I don't like this.
I do not either. But given the severity of the threat, I fail to see any alternatives.
All right, I'm sending them over.
A very smart choice. I will call you once I've figured out what needs to happen next.
You better. Come on, Ive, let's get out of here.
have no current reading on the mining freighter belonging to Maddox.
Could be they're transmitting the wormhole already. I can't seem to access here. It's closed off.
The wormhole isn't open to you right now. I suggest you turn around and go somewhere else.
What do you mean? You're Coalition. I thought you guys operated this wormhole neutrally.
Yeah, well, sometimes there are exceptions, and you, at this moment, are just that. The exception.
I get it. Maddox has already been through here and paid you to stall me. Am I right?
Maybe you is, maybe you isn't. Either way, you ain't getting through this gate without going through me.
Look, I'd rather keep the peace with the Coalition, so I'll just find my own way around you.
You can try.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I can surely open this gate with some imagination. I can get something through these vents and force it open?
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm taking matters into my own hands. Stay out of my way. I think I'm on the right track. Let's try the other vents. That did the trick.
Okay, so you jimmied the gate. Very impressive. But there's no way you're getting past me.
Do the Coalition even know what you're up to here? I bet they wouldn't react well to you controlling access for your own personal gain.
Well, then I had better make sure that you don't report that back to them.
Did Maddox really pay you enough to put your life on the line?
Hey, I gotta make ends meet. I need the creds. You're a hot-shot fighter? Let's see how you deal with this.
Oh, wow, this is retro. You've got to be kidding.
warned you.
Damn, that packed a punch.
You can always turn around and go your merry way. I told you, this wormhole is close to you.
Listen, you seem like a nice guy. I generally like...
Adam, do you read me?
Eduardo, where are you?
We have progressed into the Drake system, but it appears as if we were detected. I have linked you our coordinates. Please be prompt.
The connection was interrupted.
They're obviously in danger. I'd better resolve the situation here quickly. I just spoke with Maddox's colleague. They need my help on the other side. So whatever deal you had with them is off now, okay?
I'm supposed to believe it. All right, I'll let you through. But hey, just in case someone asks you, not a word to the Coalition about my little side operation here.
That change of heart just saved your life, but your delays may have cost others theirs. Maddox, stop whatever you're doing. Don't lead anyone to the Comet.
The Comet? You're more concerned about that cursed thing than my ass getting shot off? Typical. Jeebus. I wish I'd never set eyes on you, Adam. You messed this all up for me.
Let's make a beeline for Maddox. I hope we're not too late. Maddox, wait. No, you misunderstand.
The elite squad has already docked with the freighter and boarded it.
Eduardo must still be on there, but the comms are blocked.
Wait, I just saw you with those elites boarding the freighter. How are you out here at the same time? Adam. I'll be there waiting. I don't believe it. They killed him.
Well, look who it is. Late to the party as usual. There he is, boys. My impersonator. Why don't you take your time in exacting your revenge? And destroy that freighter once you're done. I need to deliver Mr. Blakemore some good news.
We got this, boss. Oh, do we have a bone to pick with you?
Oh, boy.
Your clone counterpart has departed the area.
Yeah, I got that much, Hive. Eduardo could still be alive on the freighter. Let's take care of these jerks and get on board. So much for them. Let's dock at the freighter and see if Eduardo is at least in one piece.
Some G&B elite remain on board.
I'll need to watch my step.
Hey! Bastards wanted to blow this whole rig apart. Base, you read me? G&B intercepted the freighter. Maddox is dead.
And Eduardo, where is he, Nama?
I'm checking the freighter. Proceeding to the bridge now. I found him. They went digging in his head for the memory module. Ben, you there? I need some remote diagnostics.
Right here, buddy. Looks fairly critical. Let's see if a reboot works.
Adam, but you killed me.
Nama? Why would Adam kill you, Eduardo?
Wait, hold on. Let's just unravel this. Eduardo, were your databanks compromised?
The comet trajectory has been obtained, but you would know this, Adam. You're the one who took it.
Mind telling us what this is all about, Adam? We're starting to get a little lost here.
There's something you should all know that I should have told you before. I am a military clone, one of the few left after cloning was abolished. That's why I've had the fleet on my tail. One of my clone brothers made top rank of G&B's elite squad. Commissioner Hawk pressed me into working undercover, posing as him. Now, he's tracked us down, got everything G&B needs to exploit the comet.
So you're saying that one of your clone brothers killed Maddox and Eduardo?
I'm not quite dead yet.
Your revelations do explain many things about you over the time I have known you.
I knew you had a secret. What is a clone, Nama?
Huh, now I know how you kept escaping death when I saw you blow up. You really died!
Right now, the only important thing is informing Hawk that G&B got the trajectory of the comet. Let's bring you home, buddy. Eduardo, I need you to go into hibernation mode right now to preserve your functionality.
It was your clone who did this to me. G&B must have installed sensors at the wormhole. When they detected a Viridium freighter, they knew that it was us in search of the comet, and they sent the elite squad to intercept. Powering down now.
Hive, patch me through to the Commissioner.
What do you have to report?
We've entered the worst case scenario. Maddox led G&B elite right to the comet and got himself killed in the process.
Damn it, Roslyn. Couldn't you keep better control of your people?
Hey, Blakemore is about to trigger a war.
A new conflict in the DMZ would suit him perfectly, and be just what he needs to claim regional autonomy from the colonial authorities and G&B.
Sounds like he's going rogue from the company.
The colonial authorities won't intervene in this matter, as they see it as G&B internal affairs. So it looks as if I'll have to take care of this matter myself and stop him with whatever executive authority I can muster.
You're just one cruiser against a whole base.
Do you have an alternative?
Let me think.
There's no time.
Fallon Pango.
The Bovis hacker? I know of him. Nothing good. How do you think he could help?
He has malware. Disruptive tech beyond anything I've seen before. Maybe even powerful enough to ground the entire G&B mining fleet.
Even if you could somehow get this Pango character to play along, how the hell would you spread this malware on Vesna?
Well, if you still have your agent on the inside, Tammy, we could crack the place open and sabotage the ships where they're docked.
Any plan is worth a try. Go and see what your hacker contact can provide. But be quick. I can't wait much longer.
Pango, you read me? I need your help.
I gathered from your conversation with the Commissioner that you were about to ask me about certain disruptive technology in my possession.
What? You know? I mean, of course you know.
Unfortunately, this was a unique transmission prototype called a mainframe disruptor, which I have already sold. I could allow you to try to track the purchaser down and bargain for it, in a civil manner. His location is unknown to me, although I do know he is a regular customer at the Coalition shop in the Drake system.
Seems like a tenuous link.
If you were to pay the shop a visit, I could engage with their systems through yours, and see what I can extrapolate from his visits there.
It's all I've got to go on right now. Let's give it a try.
Hey, Hive, before we go, I don't want anyone else stumbling across this rig and getting any grand ideas about Viridium mining.
What do you have in mind?
Can you trigger those bombs the elite squad left on the freighter remotely?
With pleasure. Please attain some distance while I detonate the onboard explosives.
That's the end of the grand dream. I was a fool to think things could be as easy as one big job.
Conquistadors of antiquity, burning their ships on the shore come to mind with such a display.
Yeah, well, no need to get all poetic about it, Hive. Let's get going.
One, for now.
You mean there will be more?
If I have my way, we just need to see what Kala can rustle up.
If there is an afterlife, as some humans used to believe, expect yours to be an eternity of classic-era physicists lining up to slap you across the face.
Pango. I'm at the Coalition shop. I don't really have the time to hang around and wait for this guy to show up.
I don't expect you to. If you would kindly dock with the shop, I could attempt to penetrate their database and extract a triangulation of their clients' approach and drop locations. You must act as a decoy while I initiate a security override.
You need me to provide a distraction.
Stall for time, make small talk, and I'll be able to hack their network via your systems.
I suppose I'm not being given a say in this.
Welcome to the Coalition store. What can I do you for?
Just keep them occupied while I link to their systems in the background.
Yeah. Do you stock beans here by any chance?
We got beans of all varieties. What's your pick?
Oh, well, what are my choices?
Well, we got pinto beans, and refried beans, and garbanzo and black beans. Then there's your standard beans and your kidney beans, white and red.
Any other types?
Well, we got stocks of the less popular fava, mung beans, anasazi, lima, flageolet, haricot.
Keep them talking. I'm nearly through.
Wow, that is quite a selection. Or is there more?
Look, are you seriously interested in purchasing beans, or are you just in the business of hearing me listen off names of beans?
Oh, I am all into beans, all right. In fact, I'm in the market for a few crates to keep the crew back on base happy. I just need to find the right sort.
Because we also got your standard soybeans, then there's a lentil and pea varieties.
Ooh, do tell me more.
Well, your green lentil is regarded as a bean and is pretty versatile.
I'm through. I have the flight records I need.
Great. Let me consider my options, and I'll get back to you. Thanks.
Damn time waster.
You got the location of your client?
An approximation. The data I read indicates that he has spent most of his time just inside the Drake system. Transferring coordinates to you.
What can you tell me about this guy?
Only that he is a somewhat secretive individual who appears to be avoiding his debtors. He goes by the moniker Ghost.
Well, with a name like that, he surely doesn't want to be found.
I learned that he had accumulated some sizable losses at the gambling tables. Although he did pay hard creds for the mainframe disruptor and attempted no trickery. I had informed him that the device was as yet largely unproven, but he seemed intent on field testing it for himself.
I guess the guy at least sounds reasonable. Let's hope he's willing to do business.
If there's anything in particular which takes your interest.
What have you got?
Everything. Almost everything. Well, quite a lot of things.